I'm Lvivian. I'm a historian. I live here and work at the Center for Urban History for last 7 years. Before I studied here history, and after years abroad I came back, and this is where my professional and personal life happening in the city of Lviv in Ukraine.
And you're born also here?
I was born here, and then I was born. It was the part of Soviet Union. But then I graduated from school. It was no more. I've been studying history. I really liked it. I did that in the 90s. That was actually not the most obvious choice to study something not really very practical. 90s were harsh. This was a decade after the collapse of Soviet Union. But I've got really wonderful teachers at school, and I went to university. And also I learned some things about my family story. And my family story is all in what historically was Galicia. One part of family coming what is now Poland, and another part of family coming from a small city. One has to get open not only about past, but about actually human condition and the stories and the experience of people who shaped the place where you live now, but shaped it decades and centuries ago. And how to envision future, how to have meaningful life in the present, but how to incorporate and respect what was done not by other people, generations before, but also people who were forced to either leave or were killed, and how to relate in a meaningful and responsible and actually find a way to engage with the very beautiful environment, which actually shows a lot, but also hides a lot. So we are standing in a very central part of the city, and central part of the city is very dense, and here it's an open space, and this open space which emerged because of the Second World War and because of the Holocaust. We are right now standing on the site of Great City Synagogue, and behind is a site where Beit HaMidrash was. It's a house of learning, a place where Jewish inhabitants of the city were studying Torah, and behind it we see the wall of a building which used to be a Golden Rose Synagogue. So this is actually the site which is right now is empty, but it also symbolizes the role and then also the absence and the killing and of more than 1/3 of population of pre-war city, Jewish inhabitants who were Lvivians and lived here. My work is very much about built environment and space, but Europe for me is actually not space or material thing. It's rather a concept, and a concept which I think has I see as having two crucial features. One is very optimistic, about possibilities of different people, various sharing life and being able to live together. But on the other hand, it's also a capacity to be frank and open about things which are unpleasant, painful, and ability to assess that critically. And it's not only about the 20th century, but it's a way to be very much aware about injustice, about hierarchies, about discrimination, and the responsibility you can later take for that. Europe is place which really influenced global history in very positive but also very painful way. And one has to figure out how to reflect that and how to move on.